for the invitation and the chance to be here. I really enjoyed the previous presentation, and I will come and I will add on it and see how we're facing the problem in Cyprus. I'm working at the Ministry of Health, and I'm the focal point for WHO and the European Union in childhood obesity. Okay, we very well know that the problem of obesity has tripled since 1918, especially the problem of childhood obesity. A lot of the budget of the health budget in different countries and in Europe are spent in non-communicable diseases that are associated with obesity, things that we can prevent. And if we prevent, that means a good investment with 6 to 10% income. Okay, the definition for the obesity, the WHO definition, it's well known to everybody. I don't need to explain it. I mean, you all know about it. And we'll see what causes obesity. And it's, of course, as we have heard before, the overconsumption of food on consuming more energy than what we are spending. And of course, childhood obesity will end up to adulthood obesity, and it will end up to premature death for all these NCDs. And the consequences, the diabetes, the cardiovascular diseases, the different mental health problems that are raised nowadays, all these, they come out of obesity. And though that we treat people quite well when they're ill, we don't try to prevent obesity. We didn't succeed in preventing it. According to the World Health Organization, you'll see that the numbers are quite big. We have 41 million children below 5 years old and 340 million children 5 to 19 years old that they're obese. They're overweight and they're obese. And those are people that they will become adult obese. And those are people that we have to spend quite a lot of money in treating their problems. So global obesity, it's an epidemic. It's a top public health priority worldwide and needs to be addressed urgently by all countries. WHO has established a program called COSI, Childhood Obesity Surveillance Initiative, that started in 2005, and it aimed to find the obesity, to detect the obesity among countries, and also try to give data to the countries so that they can, in between the countries, see the trend of obesity in their own country. But also the glory of the program is that we can compare between different countries and see what's going on. Cyprus has participated in this program since 2005, but the first results, we were able to get them in the fourth round. Fortunately, we got data first and second and third round, but we were not able to work on them, and WHO didn't accept them because they didn't follow a certain protocol. But in round 4, we managed to get our first data, and this was very disappointing. We got our first data, and we found that Cyprus has the highest percentage of obesity, followed by Greece, Italy, Portugal, Spain. Those countries, they had the highest rate of obesity. Cyprus was leading. But bear in mind that those proportions for childhood overweight obesity was observed in the Mediterranean countries, as it was Cyprus and Greece and Spain, where we had almost 40% of boys and girls overweight. And these are the results. And you can see that among all those countries that participated, Cyprus got 43% of obesity, overweight and obesity in boys and 43% in girls. And these are, I'll just go through my results a little bit quickly, because it doesn't have any difference. Even if the result is 38% or 39% or 43%, we do have a big problem that we have to face. And if we're trying to see, as you said, whom to blame, this is a multi-factorial problem that a lot of things has to be addressed, and maybe a combination of all this. And I fully agree that the industry, with all these food and the obesogenic environment, the aggressive marketing that comes to kill children, these are the things that we have to look at. So you see that in our study, that it was in round 5, we got almost 47.9%, even an increase in the obesity. And these are a bit analytical by age, 6 to 9, girls and boys, and all are from the results that we got in round 5 that showed us again that we had a great problem of obesity. Look at the food environment, because the COSI program has the way to look at the children. They get the family questionnaire and see the habits what they have in the school, in their house, and the school questionnaire. So we have the food environment at the Cypriot schools. And although we have a law that is implemented in all school canteens, you will see that we had almost 90% of the canteens had sweets, had ice creams, and had all those savory snacks that they're ultra-processed snacks that they come by the manufacturers. So it seems that the children, they're growing in the school in an obesogenic environment. They go out with their parents there in an obesogenic environment, and they stay when they go on the internet or on their mobiles and wherever, they're bombarded by aggressive marketing for all this food. And if we see the trend in Cyprus following the COSI program, we see that we started with 1 to 4 children, 6 to 9-year-old being overweight. Then we went to 1 in 3 children, and nowadays we're 1 in 2 children being overweight and obese, and those people are becoming the adult obese. So we went now for round 6, and we have given out a questionnaire for the school, the family questionnaire, and for the first time, we're getting information from the family questionnaire. We were not able to get before, but we're getting now the information from the family questionnaire. And we see that the children, they still have, although their parents, they know what they have to do, they have some knowledge in nutrition, what they practically do in their houses has nothing to do with what they know. Maybe they have the stress, maybe they have the prices that for the healthy food are quite high, maybe they have a limited time to cook. They're moving away from the habits that they will protect their children from being obese and overweight. Some of the habits we found is that 1 out of 5 children eat regularly breakfast in the house. 1 out of 5 children, they have enough daily amounts for fruit and vegetables. The 5 a day doesn't seem to be very often. And 84% of the children eat too much fat, coming from McDonald's, coming from industry, coming from cookies, from whatever. And we see that the consumption of fruit and vegetables are quite low. So what we have to do is to take action. We know that we have obesity. It's enough. We have data and a lot of information. Now, as a country and as governments, we have to take action. We have to suggest strategies, programs, activities, actions, and do a plan of action to work with it. We're working with the manufacturers, with the industry, according to the guidelines of the European Union, the platform of obesity. But believe me, it's quite difficult to work. But we're trying to. We're working for the marketing for children, trying to ban the marketing to the children after 9 o'clock, as you said before. But it's quite difficult having all this universal marketing coming from the internet, from the Zoom, from whatever the children go from their mobiles. So we're concentrating in education. We decided that we have to educate the children and empower the families and the children. So we're running some programs. I will show you what programs we're doing in Cyprus, and I will show you a lot of pictures to see. We're a Mediterranean country, so we have to value our Mediterranean diet. This is what is our culture, and this might be the answer to all this problem with obesity. So we do the program Promotion of Mediterranean Diet in Schools, Mediterranean Lunch. We do another program, Healthy Breakfast at School. We have 5 fruits a day at school. We distribute a book, and we have a theater going around the schools teaching the children about fruits and vegetables. We do Mediterranean festivals in villages. and in cities to bring back our culture, which we have forgotten. We're working with kindergarten, and we have a healthy week every year that deals with exercise or with water. I will take some time and I will show you three main programs that we're running and that we're very proud of. We're doing the Mediterranean diet in the lowest classes to the young children. So we're teaching them, it's an interactive program. We ask them to locate which countries are Mediterranean countries. If they say Greece, it's a Mediterranean, then we hear a clapping. If they come and say that Poland is Mediterranean, then we hear the woo saying, so trying to teach the children. And then we go to food. We ask them to recognize and see the glory of the Mediterranean diet food and see the different foods from different countries. So we show them, they have to find out which country it comes from. So we play with them. Of course, they find the Greece, they find Italy with they see macaroni. Some of the others, they have difficulties. And then we stress to them that the main factor for all this is olive oil. So olive oil should be the base for all these things. And you see we have Crete here, we have Portugal, we have Cyprus, of course, with halloumi there, and Egypt, and Spain, and again, olive oil. So we try to educate them of what is the Mediterranean diet and the Mediterranean food. Of course, olive oil, the price has gone so high now. So we hear that it's very difficult for a lot of families to get it, even in Cyprus that we produce it. Another program is a Mediterranean diet back to our tradition. This is a program that we recognize that in a necessity to educate the population, to educate the children on healthy lifestyles. And it's not only food, it's the lifestyle of the child and the lifestyle of the Mediterranean diet. They take their siesta, they don't have a lot of stress, and that they have to find and see how they can work it out. So we have an initial visit to the school. We work with the children in the sixth form, 11 years old. So we have a nutritionist going there and explaining to them what is a Mediterranean diet. They decide together about a menu. The children have to research the subject with their teachers, so they learn a little bit about the Mediterranean diet. And then they invite their parents to join the children to a Mediterranean food festival. So we have the two pylons. We have the children, the family, and the school working together. And this is how we should approach all these educational programs. The children cook the lunch. And before the children present to their parents songs, speeches, and everything about the Mediterranean diet, they also ask their parents to walk around the corridor of the school or the school yard outside for 10 minutes to emphasize exercise. And then we continue with songs and festivity and try Mediterranean food. It's a very successful program. It's a big demand from all schools, from all this program. The thing is that it's not being systematically because of the budget, because of the curriculum of the schools. We're trying to force to them because we don't want to go away from this picture of children and of this television being fat at the very beginning, now becoming thin and the people becoming fat. We know it's difficult to change. We know change is complicated. That's why we're trying a lot. And these are some of the pictures that we're doing with children working out. We always, or sometimes we bring Eftichis Bletsats is a well-known TV presenter that presents to the children the glory of the Mediterranean diet. So we're trying to educate it. These are pictures from food festivals we had, and we have dancing as exercise, and sweets that they don't have the ultra-processed things, and that they're natural sweets with very low sugar, because we want our children to go up to this age, 100 years old, and be healthy. And let me continue and show you, these are the parents walking in the schoolyard before going to have their lunch. And this is the latest program that we're doing now, and it's also a big success. It's called Γίνε και εσύ πρεσβευτής υγείας, become a health ambassador. Now, we're working with the Ministry of Education. We're locating children years 10, 11, 12 that they like to know about nutrition, about healthy lifestyle, and they are influencers that they can influence their colleagues. So we invite them in a hotel and we train them about the basic things of eating, of exercise, of water, of sleeping, of not working a lot in the internet, and of course for nutrition. And we have the support of the president of Cyprus. He came at the very beginning and he gave them a paper saying that they're the health ambassadors for Cyprus, and that worked quite a lot. And we're continuing this. We've done it 3 times up till now. And these are my colleagues, my team working for the fruits and vegetables. The children, they come and they see the food, they eat food, they go on stage, they participate, they dance, they do everything. And they're from different schools, so they act as an ambassador for the health in their schools. So in order to be able, we have exercise. We try to go by the sea because we have wonderful hotels by the sea. So we go there and we take them there. So they have more healthy environment. And we hope that all this will bring back the Mediterranean diet back into our life and might be the solution to the obesity problem we have. Thank you very much.